Hey everybody, this is Charley Hogwood with Survival Dispatch, and we ventured out today, Courtney and I, say hi, to our restaurant supply store because this is where we like to shop for bulk food materials. So what we found in our shopping trip so far is we have dry milk. So dry milk in this amount gives us 25 quarts, so that's what, nearly about 5 gallons for about $14. Shelf stable, doesn't take up a lot of room in the refrigerator. So we're finding some pretty good deals for some stuff that we wanted to get that is not really present in the grocery stores. And we're looking for things specifically that don't take up refrigeration space or freezer space as much as possible. So oils, bulk pastas, you know, we have some opportunity to go out and find some stuff today. So we thought we'd go ahead and boost ourselves up a little bit. No, I don't need a gallon of butter. I'm not making Cajun food this weekend. So we'll keep you updated. We're going to do a couple of short videos here in the store and get them all blended together. So here we go. So we're in the refrigerated section of the restaurant store here. They usually have jackets for everybody, but there are none today. It's about the size of a Home Depot inside a refrigerator. Normally these shelves are packed with meat by the case. So as you can see, all of this here, all these boxes are raw meats in this refrigerated section. But the shelves are very low right now on the meats. So it is showing even on the wholesale, the commercial side of meat, where we're running low. So those big Home Depot shelves are normally packed with cases and cases of meats all the way up to the ceiling on this place. That is not going on today. So we're freezing in here because it is a refrigerator. But as we go down through the aisle here, I'll show you some of these shelves. So here's a pallet of lamb. So that's still going on. These are all cases of chicken. So we decided to go ahead and pick up a 55-pound case of whole chickens at 98 cents a pound. And then I'll just break them down, food saver them, and put them in my meat library like we normally do. But normally these shelves are stacked full of meat all the way to the ceiling here. Not the case today. Our fish section, where we normally get salmon and things like that, normally it's a full-on fishmonger operation. That's not happening today. So what they've done now is they have bagged up certain things, and you just got to kind of grab and go. So as we move down through here, you'll start to see. And they've opened this up to regular civilian public traffic as opposed to people that run businesses, because this is normally a club only for businesses. This normally very busy fish section, right now, this is what you get. You get to sanitize your own, and you gotta grab only what's there. Very much different than normal when we come in here. We got people slinging fish kind of like a big public market. Not happening right now. So as I turn around here, you'll start to see how just massive this place is and how empty those shelves are. There's still a great selection of stuff. So I mean, if I can pick up a 55-pound box of whole fryer chickens and break them down at 98 cents a pound, I'm gonna save an absolute fortune compared to going to a store. And we put those in our spare deep freeze, so we'll be good to go. But it does look like this is very much thinned out from what it was just some short weeks ago. So we'll move on down here to the fresh vegetable side. You can see that this is a refrigerator because this is all milk here. So these are regular gallons of milk. So we are in a very large refrigerator. It is very cold in here. They actually have a section that's even colder in the big freezer. When they open the big gates in there, it kind of snows. So let's see what we've got here for vegetables. Looks a little thinner than usual. Looks like we're still doing okay. So we got various greens here. Got cheeses. Here's all your bell peppers. So it's a great deal here. So I can buy a whole bag of red bell pepper, 1037 for a full-on bag. So a lot of times we'll get those and we'll cut them up. We might dehydrate them. We might, they don't freeze as well as we'd like, but we can dehydrate them. Or we can just plan our meals around having that many for the week, because they will stay pretty good. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's carry on over here. Let's go to the leafy green section. See what we have for greens. So apparently people are not eating as healthy as they should. There's still a lot of kale over here. And I can see why that's still there. Although we do grow kale in our gardens, so there are still quite a fair amount of greens. A lot of carrots, but this is where the restaurants also shop. So they're gonna have a lot of these big bulk items. So you can see how massive this place is. So I'll check back in with you in a minute to see what else we got. So this is the bean section. As you can see, there's a lot of beans in stock at the restaurant store. I'm not sure what's going on at the grocery stores. We haven't spent any time really in the grocery stores. But if you're looking to really offset your proteins and go down to the staples of something that's affordable, so you can do enriched white rice, and you can always add in beans. So you've got, it's starting to sound like Forrest Gump over here. You can see I got light kidney beans, I got black beans, I got lentils, we got red beans. So it's very affordable to go ahead and pick up a bag of black beans. So black beans, 25 pounds, you're looking at about just under $16 at the restaurant store. If you buy a little 2-pound bag of beans at the grocery store, you're going to be into that for $5-6. Last I remember seeing somewhere in that range, but I can get 25 pounds of that for $16. We're looking at red kidney beans, $25 for a 25 pound. So it runs about $1 a pound when you get into the kidney beans. So you have a lot of options here. We do a lot of lentils in Mylar packaging. The challenge with lentils, though, is they get very sharp and they can poke through some of the cheaper Mylar bags. So I don't recommend it as much. But all the rest of these, really great for your long-term food storage in Mylar bags. You can do a cold soak, you can do wet soak. Study up on that kind of thing before you get involved in these. But I like the dry beans better than going with the cans. Cans are very convenient. It's not a bad idea to have some of those around. So that's our bean visit. So I'm back. I noticed that a lot of people are complaining about not having fresh eggs in some of the grocery stores. So here at the restaurant store, there are still a lot of eggs. You know, we go through a lot of eggs, you know, when we cook for large groups of people sometimes. This is a good place to go for it. I was thinking that maybe without having enough refrigerator space for a lot of eggs, it might be worth it to go ahead and link up with some of the local chicken farmers or hobby farmers who do eggs, and trying to get a hold of them before they put them in the refrigeration, before they clean the shells, because then I can store eggs at room temperature. I can't do that with these eggs. Now these eggs have already been cleaned up. So, but I can do it with the fresh eggs. I can store them on a counter for sometimes weeks at a time. So that's an option if you don't have any enough refrigeration or freezer space for some of your foods. Get the fresh foods that don't require it, the dried or dehydrated or freeze-dried foods that don't require any of that freezing or refrigeration. And some of that you'll find out on these other shelves out here. And you'll see some of that when I come out into this part of the warehouse. Okay, so what we found here is the rice aisle. So we've already got a lot of rice, but thinking forward into the economic situation, here's the rice aisle. Right now for a 50 pound bags of rice, we're looking at $18.91. That goes a very long way. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up some more rice, even though we got white rice in the buckets and the vacuum sealed in the, with Mylar bags and stuff. So there looks to be a plentiful supply. So we'll go ahead and pick up some more rice because we're thinking more longer term here. So another great find at a good price. Staples.